beautiful peoples. What's up? Uh-oh. Okay, I was about to say, can y'all hear me? I couldn't see my thing moving. But good evening, beautiful people. We welcome you all back to the Fat Girl Chronicles, where we get all up in your business and discuss the topics that matter to us most each and every Tuesday. We're right here from 8 to 10 p.m. We are on all of your platforms, Facebook, YouTube, and all of that good stuffs. We would love for you guys, if you're tuning in, first and foremost, hit that share button. And then, if you are not subscribed to the YouTube channel, I need you to hit that subscribe button and that little bell right next to it that lets you get notified each and every time we go live. And then, go ahead and copy that link for this page and share it out. We are about 45 subscribers away from our 1K. We need y'all to go ahead and help us reach that goal before the end of the month. We was almost there in March. We was almost there. We gained about 50 followers in March. So I need you all to go ahead and run it up. Do your thing one time for the one time so that we can reach that goal. But we are thankful that you all decided to tune in with us because you could have been anywhere in the world tonight, but you chose to be here with us. So we appreciate you for joining us on this evening. Tonight, our conversation, we are talking about burnout. That's what we're talking about tonight. We're talking about stress. We're talking about burnout. And we are talking about how to go from surviving to thriving. I'm your girl, Leo Rochelle, if y'all don't know. And for the entire month of April, we got a very, very special guest in the building with us. Hey, Gio. What's up, baby? Can you hear us? Uh-oh, probably can't. That's okay. We're going to let them technical difficulties get worked out. But we got a special guest in the building all month of April. We also got Moses in this thing with us on tonight. What up, Moses?
How y'all doing? How you
What
doing?
up? What up?
How y'all doing? I'm glad to
We
be here.
good. We good. How are you?
Eh, We're good. We're good. We're good. How's
And then
everybody?
at the bottom, we got the ladies holding it down. We got none other than D Girl in this thing. Hey, honey bunny.
What up? What
How
up?
you doing,
Hey, good
mamas?
people. I am amazing.
Good, 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 good. And then none other, we got Gina Marie, aka Sassy Bay, in this thing with us this evening. What's up, mamas?
Gina
What's up?
Gina.
What's up?
How
Good
you
evening.
feeling, boo?
I'm good. How y'all doing?
I'm good.
What's up?
I'm good.
Good.
And Gia, we got you back, boo. Can you hear us?
I'm back. Yeah, I can hear
There
you.
we
Yep, I
go.
can hear you loud
And
and
we
clear.
got our special guest in the building this evening, none other than Gio The PodFather. He will be joining us all month long. Okay. I don't know if y'all remember
Sir.
him. He joined us a time ago, a time or two ago.
It was a time
I
ago.
think that was like during season 2, 3.
One of
It's
them.
been a
One of
while.
them. We're gonna say
But
back
if
in the
you go
days.
check out Diary of a Mad Black Man on our YouTube channel. That's the name of his show, but also the name of the podcast. It was an amazing episode, but if y'all go check that out, or if before the show is over, I'm gonna try to drop it in the comment section for y'all to check out and all of that good stuff. But thank y'all for tapping in. So we gonna jump right on into this conversation and all of that good stuff because I feel like this conversation is one that needs to be had simply because there are a lot of us navigating so much right now. I mean, a lot of us are navigating things to the point where it has become that survival mode is the only mode that they know. Survival mode is part of um, what a lot of people are trying to escape right now. A lot of people are trying to move from surviving to thriving, but there is a hell of a space there to try to navigate, especially within this current climate of the world. We got a lot happening in the world right now, and it's hard. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. I'm not gonna try to make light of it. I'm not gonna try to make it sound good. But this shit is hard. Actively doing everything within your power to move ahead, do better, be better, show up, and all of those things. And yet you still end up having to go through this cycle of survival mode continuously simply because the world isn't set up. Even if you're trying your best, you doing everything within your power, you are working. And some people are out here working 3 or 4 jobs in order to maintain, because let's be honest, the minimum wage in Indiana within itself is still $7.50.
Damn.
$7.50. And it has been that way since, I'm going to say 2006, somewhere in there. About 2006, between 2006 and 2008, it's been that way. It has not changed. It has not shifted. It has not elevated in almost 20 years. The minimum wage in Indiana has been $7.50. And for whatever reason, they don't find that to be an issue.
Because they don't
How
care.
could they not? I don't know.
Because they don't
It is
care.
also it's 725 in Tennessee, Leo. And so it's been that way for a minute as well.
Yeah. I think $7.50 is being generous for Indiana. I think that's being generous, because I actually think it is like $7.25. I was just giving them that extra quarter because that may be what people that I knew were making.
Yeah.
But
No, I think it's across the board. I think that's the federal minimum wage, honestly.
Mhm.
I think that's the federal
Mm.
minimum wage. So that's like all states. 725 is the federal minimum wage.
no, it's a lot of states who have different. No,
Oh
it's
no,
other
like
states
different.
whose minimum wage is way more.
No,
Yeah, I know that. I think certain like cities, like
city.
metropolitan areas,
Yeah.
have raised their minimum wage. If I'm not mistaken, don't quote me, but I want to say like
Mhm.
the city of Chicago is like $15. I want to say in New York it's like $13. Don't quote me, but I'm pretty sure like certain like cities have raised it. Like if a business operates within those city limits, the minimum wage is a bit higher than the federal. But still,
Mm.
even $15 an hour. What the hell? What are we gonna do with that? $15 an
So
hour ain't enough.
New York they just raised their minimum wage the beginning of the year. Their New York City minimum wage is $17 an hour.
Okay.
Okay.
Um,
That's, yeah,
Yeah.
I
You
mean,
are
I don't
correct too,
know.
Moses. The current
$17 in
federal
New York
minimum
City, I don't
wage
know.
is 725.
yeah,
It's
yeah,
75.
the federal minimum wage is 725. So
Yeah.
cities are raising their minimum wage to a certain degree. Like they're
Mm.
using their power to raise the like you just said, Chicago, New York, the metropolitan, but no, the federal minimum wage is still 725.
Mm.
Most
OMG,
definitely.
something I didn't know. Youth minimum wage, so workers under 20, they can be paid for
Less.
down to 425. I didn't even know that.
Yep. Sure
And
can.
we see that they recently did something with the age that children can even start working now.
Did they lower it or something?
They lowered it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's absolutely insane,
Yeah, it is.
considering that the age that children were allowed to start working was already 14. So
Which
let's
is already
let's get them out
low.
of here earlier is basically what they're saying.
Right.
Let's stress them out earlier. Let's make them figure out how to do this much earlier in life than they actually need to.
Correct.
which is insane
It genuinely is.
because it's stressful already. And we're in our 30s and our 40s and 50s and all of that. And a lot of us are barely getting by with what we're doing and how we're navigating where we are right now. So to put a child in the workforce under the age of 14 is absolutely insane. They don't even, and I hate to say it this way, but some of them don't even know how to go to the bathroom well at
You
under
are
14.
telling the truth. I think about my 13-year-old niece, and I'm thinking, I see her every day at the house, honey. I don't know. Her cleanliness ain't up to par. To be out there trying to think about working in a restaurant or something, trying to give me some food, honey. What you got going on?
Because my first instinct is gonna be, whose child is this? But also, baby, do you have a baby? Is that why you're working? Because I'm not just gonna think that this baby is working just to be working. There has to be some extenuating circumstances that's allowing this child to work. 12?
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Are we kidding? 12-year-olds don't even know how to clean up their room. So let alone cleaning something at a restaurant, or let alone cleaning plates and all of those other kind of things. Like, what are we doing?
She's talking about, you go to a restaurant now, you see they give you dirty spoons wrapped up in a napkin.
And those are adults.
And those are adults.
And those are adults.
Listen.
So
what we working with?
it's insane. It is absolutely insane. But we are constantly being put in this space of where we have to figure out how to get ahead, how to survive, how to thrive, how to connect, grow, build, do, show up. I don't know about y'all. I don't know about y'all, but I'm tired.
I'm tired, boss.
Listen.
I'm as tired, boss.
Especially like considering that I know, and when we even talking about the age of working, like I've been working since 16.
You ain't the only one. You're not. You're
I've,
definitely
I've
not
been
the only one.
I've had a job
Job, yeah.
since the age of, I mean, a career now, but I have physically been out of the home and somewhere working. I was still in school, of course. So not only am I in school, I'm working as well, but I've been doing that since 16 years old.
Mm-mm.
See? Yeah, I beat y'all by 2 years. I started working at 14. We had summer programs. We started working at 14.
Mm-hmm.
I got
That's a
my first job.
significant part of our life.
I think I was 15 when I first got my first job. Schlotsky's Deli, making 5.50 an hour, so not too much less than the minimum wage we got now.
Mm.
But what I can
Which
say
is
is that
crazy.
it's crazy to think about. I think on the flip side to that, I've learned a lot about like work ethic. But the problem that I run into as an adult is the amount of work I'll be doing don't be matching that paycheck.
It don't
Listen,
match.
The math don't be math, and
the
I
math
feel
ain't
like I've
math.
worked more than this paycheck is giving me. So it's just like, what is the point after a certain point? Because I'm working to pay these bills that I don't want to pay, to keep doing some shit that I don't want to do. It's a never ending
That
cycle.
Yeah,
that part.
yeah.
Yeah. And that's the part that a lot of us are like, we're trying to figure out how to escape the matrix. Like, how do we step outside, or how do we live outside of the matrix that,
I'm ready to take the blue pill, boss. Where the blue pill at?
hey, I'm ready to take a sleeping pill at this point. Yeah.
I need a blue pill, boss.
Blue, red, white,
Yeah. Just
put them all
yeah.
together, you know
Hold
what I'm
on, hold on.
saying? Making
Just
a
roll it up like
Tylenol.
that.
I don't care.
Like, just roll it up. Just roll them up. Yeah. Like
Hey,
when
just
Eating my
popping.
sunflower seeds at this point because I really don't know what to tell you. But it has become one of those. It feels like we're in a game.
In a
It feels like we're in
simulation.
a game.
Relation, like,
Hmm.
yep.
That's the word I was looking for in the simulation. Yeah.
I think in a lot of respects we are. We're
I
literally
believe it.
in a simulation of what somebody else created and how they want this society to go. Um, don't get me into my conspiracy theory bag because I just feel like I personally feel like a lot of this shit is orchestrated. A lot of the things that we're experiencing being in survival mode were literally planned out and executed by somebody else for us to live in these conditions. That way, their bottom dollar can continue to be their bottom dollar while
Mm-hmm.
we chasing
Absolutely.
something that's not even real half the time.
Yeah. And
I'm not
we
like
keep we keep running into situations that play over and over and over again. Same game, different people. Same game, different people. Same game, different time frame. You know what I'm saying? May
Listen,
not even be different people, different time frames. Same cultures, same communities, all of that kind of stuff. And so it does become a question of are we actively in a simulation? But also I'm starting to believe we are because I've seen too many coincidences lately where people are recognizing time jumps.
huh?
Yeah, you
Yeah.
got you got to pay attention to some of the things.
wait,
Um.
what's the time zone?
This lost me on that.
So
Oh,
so one of the things I saw the other day, a lady said that she lost this charm to something that she had about 10 years ago. Looked all over for it, all of these other kind of things, never found it. She came home and it was in the middle of her floor. Now that might sound like, oh, somebody found it and dropped it in the floor. You know what I'm saying? Or somebody found it and or it dropped out of something or it appeared. But there are other instances. It was a lady talking about how she was in the drive-through at Dunkin' Donuts. She was in the drive-through. She was waiting for her food. She pulled up, waiting for her food. She's sitting there, had not got her food. They had not given her anything. She was sitting there waiting. She turns and sees a Dunkin' Donuts bag in her seat. Food hot, fresh, brand new. She turned back to the window like, did you give me my food already? And the person like, no, here it is. They giving her food right then. And she like,
Yeah.
she said she called her husband and said, did you buy me Dunkin' Donuts and put it in my front seat for me already? Or what happened? Like, did you buy me something and put it in here and I didn't know? He like, no. The receipt in the bag of the food that she had was for the time frame that she was actively sitting in Dunkin' Donuts.
Mm.
But they hadn't given her food yet.
Mm-hmm.
They hadn't given her food yet. They were literally handing it to her when she asked them, did you give me my food already?
Mm-hmm.
So that's the process or how sometimes time jumps work. And I promise you, I felt like I experienced it last night because somebody kept saying that they text me. And I'm like, I ain't seen no text from you. I've been in this phone all day. Talking about, I text you on Friday. No, you didn't. I literally scrolled my phone. I'm like, no, you didn't. I'm looking in my phone right now. I don't have a text from you. I don't have a miss nothing from you. I go back into Messenger as I'm messaging them. My phone, my phone pops up with one message on it. And I'm like, bro, this was not here. I literally just scrolled my phone. I have not had any missed text messages. I didn't even have a notification for a missed text message until I said that out loud. And I looked back in my phone and the text message and the notification was there. And I'm like, I've been in this phone all weekend, all day. Now somebody might be like, oh, that's just a technical thing or it just popped up. I don't care what you say. I don't care what you say or how you try to flip it. That text message was not in my phone. And I scrolled and I looked and I was like, okay, this is within the last 3 days. You said
Yeah.
Friday. I'm looking at Friday. The last person I talked to on Friday or the last person I texted on Friday was this person. And I scrolled. I went back to Messenger and I go back to my phone and it's a one message notification and it was from them. I said, this some bullshit. And you're not going to make me believe that this text was already in my phone because it wasn't. And I've been in this phone all week since
Yeah.
Friday.
Yeah.
I called you Friday too. You didn't return my call.
Stop lying, nigga.
But you know, Leo, I can agree with what you're saying because like when I buried my daughter, I had a matching set, a ring and a necklace that my daughter used to always take from me. And I
Mm-hmm.
wanted to bury her with the necklace and the ring. And the day of the funeral, I had both. So when I went to go take it to the funeral home to put it on her, I could only find the necklace, but I had both of them. So I was like, okay, I'm just going to bury her with the necklace. Buried her with the necklace. And I looked for months, couldn't find it. A year later, I was sitting in my car and I went to pull my visor down. Why did the ring just fall out? And as many times I didn't let that visor down, that ring has never been there. So I believe in time jumps. It was meant
Mm-hmm. Girl, that's what we saying. We got to stop thinking other shit ain't happening or other shit ain't
right.
real.
It was meant for me to have a piece of that ring set. It was meant for her to be paired with a part and for me to have a part. So
Mm-hmm.
I still have that ring to this day, and she has the necklace. So I was just like, when you, because I was like, that is the weirdest thing. I said, I've been looking for this ring for a whole year. I thought I lost it. And then all of a sudden, it just out of nowhere, it just appears. I was like, that is like the freakiest thing. But now, when you said time jump, it makes sense.
Yeah, that's
It makes
crazy.
a lot of sense. It makes a lot of sense because I was like, who put this here? I'm just looking around like, who put this here? Did somebody find it and just put it here? But no, it makes sense. Time jump. Yep.
I've never partaked in none of this.
Hey, it's okay.
I don't want to.
Sometimes on me, mine ain't got this.
I'll freak out. I'll be like, what the?
Listen,
I got too much things going on now. Stop playing with me.
um, but it happens. It happens. But kind of getting back on task of the conversation in general. Um,
No, no.
I have been in survival mode in different stages and phases of my life. It is hard, it is unsettling, and it makes you question a lot about yourself. Survival mode makes you question if you are worthy, if you have the skills, if you're doing something wrong, if you're doing something right, if you missed a step, or it makes you think about the shoulda, woulda, coulda. So what if I would have did this differently? Would I've been able to hit this benchmark or do this thing or meet these people or have these friends or have these experiences and all of those kind of things. But also being in survival mode keeps you in a space of questioning yourself. questioning your worth, questioning other people, and if they see your value or your worth. When you like, when you're actively showing up, you start to question, do other people see my value or worth, or am I just tripping, or am I just coming up with shit? Am I as valuable as I believe that I am, or as I think I am? Being in those states of mind will have you talking yourself out of your greatness, out of your brilliance, out of everything that you are meant to bring to the world. But also, it will make you start to see other people in that space differently. But it will also bring clarity to who's truly supposed to be in your space and around you as you're navigating difficult times in your life. What about y'all?
Look, I want to take a deep breath on that one. I, I'll say this. I feel like I'm somewhat in survival mode because for me, I realized that in order to really thrive, you have to keep something in the survival tank or survival gear. You know what I'm saying? However, I think for me personally, what I've learned to look at is how am I surviving? Am I having to do things that I don't want to do just to get by? Or am I
Mm-hmm.
being pushed in a way that's forcing me to pursue the things that I really desire? But these things are going to lead me towards the things that I actually want to do in life. And kind of to break that down a little bit further, like for me right now, I'm not working. I don't really have no serious income coming in. And at one point in my life, I would think, oh my God, what am I going to do? I don't have no money coming in. But at the same time, being in this state of survival mode and figuring that out, I'm figuring out the steps towards how to be a better creative, how to make more money from doing the things that I like to do creatively. Am I going to go find another job that's just going to pay my bills? No, I'm going to go find a job that's going to lead me towards the things that I want to have out of life or the lifestyle that I want to live. And for me, it's kind of like it's just I've really kind of reframed my mindset around survival mode. Kind of been here so many goddamn times. I done been in this motherfucker so many times just trying to survive and figured out that I think this time I'm refusing to allow the woe is me kind of mentality creep in and kind of do my
Mm,
best to keep my head held high and look at things a little differently now because to be able to leave a job that was I mean, I was making really good money. I ain't gonna say how much I was making, but I was making more than enough just to get by. But to choose my peace and my mental well being over that lets me know that I'm in a different type of survival mode right now. It's not just about paying these bills every month. It's really about what do I really want out of life.
Yeah,
So that's kind of how I look at it a little bit.
yeah, that's good stuff.
Mm.
I like that. I'm definitely feel the same. I feel like I'm kind of slightly transitioning out of survival mode.
Mm-hmm.
When I think a lot about my children. Since I have two adult children who are navigating life real time and calling on me, not necessarily financial, for mental support. Mama, how do I get through this? How do I get over this hurdle? How do I get myself to the next step? So I feel like my survival mode is stemmed around um, me making sure that I'm positioned for them as they
Mm-hmm.
go into when they become 30. I want to make sure that there are things set up in place for them, that they have certain things that I've worked for that they can benefit from. So that's really big to me. My daughter has children, so I'm already a grandparent. So that I like the way it feels to come out of the survival mode too. I like that
Uh-oh.
my
I can't
guards
hear
are
you. What
slowly
happened?
coming down.
There you go.
I like that I'm not, my guards are coming down in some spaces. I'm starting to kind of uh, be in tune in some spaces a little bit more, because when I'm in survival mode, I'm one track minded. It's go, go, go.
Mm,
So I like softening up, sort of say a bit.
good shit. Um, I think I'm still in survival mode. Screw it. Um, been been in survival mode for the past 3 to 4 years now. Um, and added a little bit of imposter syndrome as well. So it's just I'm in quicksand. But for the most part, I just say I've been leaning on more prayer more, and I just been going. I don't stay still, and I just keep on fighting it. Um, and I feel like that's what's been helping me through it. I just been just working through it. Uh, talk to a talk to some people. I don't tell everybody my business, but it's just it is what it is at this point. I just have to. I already know what my. I figured out what keeps me going, and now it's just make it happen. So that's about it. Um, and it's not a good feeling. I know it's not a good feeling. And people who are actually surviving through it, like who's actually, I just have to applaud them. Like, yo, you doing that damn thing. But like what I was told is the first step is to actually admit that you are in survival mode. So I'm gonna admit it. I am, and just take every step that I can to get out of it. Like I'm just like you. I'm just trying to. What yeah, I'm just trying to. I'm just trying to basically what, just make it through. That's it.
I want to cry and scream on a regular basis, y'all. I'll tell you that much. I'll tell you that much. Y'all want to cry and scream on a regular basis. Just because some of the stuff that we encounter is like, bro, why is this even happening? This is unnecessary. I didn't have to go through this. But also, you're like, okay, the other part of it is that you start thinking about, like, what did I do to end up here?
Mm,
Mm.
that self reflection piece.
Yeah.
Yeah, but also then when you look at the shit, you be like, I didn't do nothing.
Right, right.
Sometimes you be like, I didn't do
Uh,
nothing.
I'm not gonna say I ain't doing
Yeah,
nothing, but yeah.
yeah, I don't know. But let's talk about it. What happens in your body? Let's talk about that.
Okay, but before we do that, can I tell you
Yes,
about
go ahead,
my
mamas.
I'm sorry.
No.
For me, I know I'm in survival mode, but it's like I find myself and I'm learning more and more that because everybody depends on me. I'm always the strong one. Mama, 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 mama. Mama got it, mama got it. So I'll smile through everything. I'll just smile through the difficulties. People say, "Well, how you doing?" It's always, "I'm good. I'm okay. I got it." And I'll keep pushing. And I'm starting to realize that sometimes me always telling people that I'm okay is not always good because I'm starting to make myself believe that I'm okay when I'm not. And um, it's crazy because when I find myself alone, I'm at the point where I'm just like, you're not okay, honey child. So you can put on, you put on these airs like you are just wonderful. And I find that when I'm stressed, I have more seizures and everything like that because I take on more responsibilities than I should. And because I always want to be the strong one. It's like, and I'm always used to, I got it, I got it, I got it, I got it, I got it. I've been doing this since I've been 16. I've been doing it all by myself. And so I'm so used to not letting someone else be like, well, hey, let me help you. No, I got it. I can do it. I don't need your help. So yeah, it's hard to come out of survival mode, but sometimes survival mode is all you know. And when you start to realize that survival mode no longer benefits you, then it's time to move on. And that's where I'm at. I'm learning that it's no longer benefiting me. It's not making me stronger. It's making me weaker. So yeah, that's where I'm at.
So let's talk about what's happening in our bodies. Okay. Our nervous system is actively fighting to the different areas of our nervous system are fight, flight, freeze, or fawn. People forget about the other two. People always say fight or flight.
Mm.
Yeah.
Fight or flight, fight or flight. No, baby, it's two more. It's two more ways that your body responds. And that's either freeze or fawn. Sometimes when you're in the midst of all of these things happening, there is nothing that you can do other than freeze. You freeze up. You don't know how to navigate it. You don't know how to figure it out. You don't know what to do in order to move beyond the current space that you're in. And that within itself does something to you. Um, and I think when people think about fight or flight, it's usually in the space of a dangerous situation, or life threatening situation or something that comes up that has something to do with those kind of things. But they don't think about it in regards to just life shit in general. Like nobody think about it just in life shit in general that you end up in fight or flight, freeze or fawn. Because even in relationships, we a lot of us have that fight or flight. Cause soon as stuff starts feeling good, some must be like, all
Out of
right, y'all,
there.
I'm out.
It's the
This feel
same.
too good. See, they
She's a runner.
separating.
She's a
We out.
track star.
So it's usually that, like, but I'm gonna break down the situations, or I'm gonna break down each of those so that you all can understand which of these may be happening for peoples. So, um, fight, flight, freeze, or fawn are four common trauma responses or survival mechanics triggered by the brain's amygdala when perceiving threats or chronic stress. Okay. While fight is aggression, flight is escape, and freeze, stagnation are common, the fawn response involves people pleasing, excessive compliance, or trying to manage the threat by ensuring safety through appeasement. That just made my eye twitch.
Okay, I'm over here like, say that one more time. Will.
Yeah, I'm kind of lost myself. I was like,
So
what?
the fawn response involves people pleasing, excessive compliance, or trying to manage the threat by ensuring safety through appeasement. So instead of actively navigating through it, you're just trying to please others, avoid conflict, ignore your own personal needs,
Mhm.
and ignoring boundaries as well. So, um, a
I'm
lot
not
of
gonna.
this shit
I do a lot of
is crazy and it's
that.
hard.
I do a lot of that for sure.
Hmm.
I
Some of us don't
definitely
even
got it.
recognize that's how we respond to stressful situations until after the fact. Some of us become aggressive. Some of us become combative. Some of us is like, nah, I'm cool. I don't even want to deal with this. So I'm going to just go ahead and dip out. And once you dip out, you know what I'm saying? It doesn't mean that you solve the problem or handle the situation. It just means that you keep running from dealing with your own issues. So which one are you all most commonly? Which one is your common response to trauma or high stress?
I dip out. Deuces.
Which one you say?
I dip out.
Yeah, I'm gonna dip out.
I'm a dip out.
Yeah, I tend to dip out, but this new finding one with people pleasing, trying to appease whatever's coming against me, learning that, I think I tend to do a little bit of that too.
I don't even like people.
I'm recovering people pleaser.
I don't even
So
like people.
Uh-uh.
I
Can't
tell you
do
respectfully, I don't like you. No, I don't do
yeah,
that.
I'm just now getting to that
But
stage
that's
where
not what people pleasing is, though, Moses. It's not about whether you like them or not. That's not what people pleasing is.
people pleasing to me is kind of like what a lot of us have to do on these jobs, which is we have to go in and say, "Good morning, how you doing? How are you? Welcome." Da da da. Da.
Yeah,
Being nice to people that really deep down inside, I don't fucking like you.
I don't fucking like you. Yeah, I don't do that either. No.
Fortunately, in a lot of professional settings, you gotta fake like you like the next person next to you because we have to work together as a team type shit. You know what I'm saying? So don't get
I
me
stay,
started.
I stay quiet on Zoom calls.
Uh-uh.
I stay quiet on Zoom. I be like this. Now they got a new policy that you must have your camera on. No, I don't. I don't got. It's just so much things going on these days. Like we weren't like they try to worry about the smallest things now. No, we're not. No.
Yeah.
No. No, I tell them I did not come into work to I
No.
came to work to work. I didn't come in to be your friend. I came to work
Mm-hmm.
and I don't really have to speak to you. I just have to do my job. And that's
Exactly.
how I feel. I stand on it. I don't have to speak to you
I'm gonna speak
at
to you.
all. Long as I'm not rude to you, I'm cool. But I don't have to speak to you. I don't. I go sit in my little corner, do my job, and then I go home. I don't speak to no. I put my headphones on, and that's my day. Listen to my music or listen to a book all day long and work.
I'm very similar. I feel like relationships build themselves, so I don't overdo it. I speak. I'm pleasant. Um, my presence is definitely felt. But be in my little room. I be in my office. Taking care of business. If I had to say, I feel like I'm more of I could probably be a combination. I'm not steel though. That's the one. So I'm not freeze. Um, I'm not a, I like to tackle the problem. So either I'm gonna be in fight. Or I would get to a point where I might do fine is in there because I think we all just got it in us. Like I don't like to I don't thrive in chaos. So I do try my best to simmer stuff down or be like, you know what? I'm gonna have to step away for a moment because I don't want the chaos part of it. So yeah, you got it. You got it this time.
Mm.
I'm actively thinking about myself as y'all are talking, and I'm sitting up here trying to figure out which one I do or which one I navigate in the most. Um, And I don't know if fawning means isolation, but a lot of times when I have stuff going on, what I have recognized is that I'd rather isolate and be to
Mm.
myself and figure it out in my own little corner. And I feel like that's been my go to these last 6 months. Like isolation, and I even in the spaces and time frames where I have tried to connect and be in company of people or even communication with people, it honestly is just like, okay, well, whatever. And then I just go on and do whatever it is I'm going to do anyway, because I'm like, either people are going to assist or be, I'm saying, people are either going to show up or they're not. And I feel like if they're not gonna show up, then I'm gonna go on and do what I want to do anyway, because people ain't gonna show up no how. So, so it's kind of one of those things. Like I think I can't even decide which one it is for me. I think isolation is my thing, and that may be freezing or fawning or
Yeah.
flight. That might be flight. That might be flight. I'm gonna go ahead and take off and go on back over here in my little corner in order to not deal with the situation. I mean, but not also like I'll have the conversation about things, but you're gonna have to come over here to me. I'm not finna come over there to you. And lately, when I've had issues or problems with things, I've been full on, hey, let's have a conversation, because I got some things I want to talk about. I got some things I want to get off my chest, because that being silent thing for me lately is not, it does not help. I will keep ruminating or have ruminating thoughts about the conversation that I want to have or should have had or could have had. And so instead of doing all of that and to save myself some stress, I'm finna pull up, send you a text message. I'm gonna let you know, hey, let's chat when you have an opportunity to. And I'm gonna send that to you and going on about my business. And then if I don't hear from you at all, I know where to put you. I know where to leave you. I know where to go ahead and walk away, because people show up for things they find valuable or things they deem important. If people ain't showing up, if people not reaching out or connecting or even trying to see what's going on, they don't care. And people can say whatever they want to say. Well, everybody got stuff going on, right? So that even
Which
further
means I
proves
do
my point.
too.
Okay.
Right. That further
Right.
proves my point. Everybody has something going on. And so when people are still able to show up in other spaces, but they don't show up for you, that means you're not of importance.
Mm.
It means they don't give a damn. They don't give a fuck.
Mm.
That's true.
It means that you are not a priority.
You said it from down here though. Okay,
It's the truth.
we about the hospital a little bit. Okay.
It's the truth. And so what I have learned is that I've even had to ask people, do you even like me? Because help me to understand, or let me know now that you don't. Because what people won't do is tell you that they don't like you. But they will
That's
do
true.
everything under the sun to show you that they don't like you. So sometimes I ask not because I don't know, it's because I want you to tell me. Because I want you to say it. I want you to recognize that you don't even like me. But what you do like is the access to me. You don't like me. You like the way I make you feel. You like the access that you have to me or the energy that I bring to your life. You know what I'm saying? Those are the kind of things that I've had to begin to recognize about people and things in my life. And so it's just like, okay. But also, I'm not forcing magic on nobody no more. So you either voluntarily or willingly be a part of the magic or get the fuck on. Because you're soaking up magic that could be for somebody who really deserves the magic. So we have to pay attention to how we navigate them spaces. And lately, I just been snatching my energy back. Cool. You don't want to do that? All right, cool. You don't want to have conversation? Cool. You don't want to show up? Cool.
Good for
And
you.
it puts you in a space of grieving a lot, though, too.
Mm,
You grieve the possibility of those friendships. You grieve the possibility of those relationships, business, personal, whatever they may be. You do a lot of grieving.
you do.
You do a lot of grieving. And honestly, I'm tired of grieving. It's heavy. Don't want to do that shit all the time. I'm tired of cutting people off. I'm tired of being a social loner. Because you get out here and you actively have to do the things that you have to do for business and your brand, but at the end of the day you're to yourself or by yourself. Don't nobody want to be a social loner, but I will if that means keeping my energy and my power and my magic and no longer letting people be vampires, energy vampires, and soaking up all of that. So flight it is, because I'm gonna go ahead and dip out and give you the deuce later. And I don't like doing that. I don't know too many people who are free spirited people who enjoy doing those kind of things. Do y'all?
I need y'all to sit down.
Um,
Back.
hmm, I don't know.
I know I don't. People that are givers, people that are free spirited, and people that are empaths, they don't like doing that.
It's draining. It's very
Yeah, it's draining. But we don't like doing it. We don't like having to snatch back all of who we are. So but we do it though. We
Because
do it
got,
we are
because it's
we be almost pushed in a corner.
you got
You
to
know what
go.
I mean?
yep.
Because it when you got those natural gifts, it really truly just comes off. It's natural. We're not forcing it. We're not, and so it takes us once we see it, like, okay, we're backed into a corner at that point. We don't have any choice.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I tell people that all the time, like, I am genuine, like, I absorb your energy. And so once that happens, like, you can't tell me how you treating me or acting around me because I have already absorbed it. Like, I know it. You
Mm-hmm.
can't try to trick me in no kind of way because I feel it
Yep.
on a whole different type of level.
Yep. So when you feel it, what is your course of action in order to
I'm always okay with having, and I tell y'all hear me say this all the time. I'm okay with having tough conversations.
yeah.
Um, I don't know if, well, I do know some of that is a part of just who I am as a person, and some of that is trained. Because as you know, Leo and Gina, all us, we are entrepreneurs. We're in leadership roles. We're in spaces where we have to lead, and so we have
Mm-hmm.
to develop some of those characteristics in order to be a great leader and not just somebody's boss. Because to me, a leader, I'm trying to guide you upward mobility.
Yep.
So I'm paying attention and focusing in on certain things. And so I got to have hard conversations and I got to be able to talk to a person, in that space. And so I'm never opposed to trying to see where another person is. Where are you, so I can try to, help navigate that. Do you need support in your navigation? Because some people don't know how to talk to you at all.
Mm-hmm.
They shut down immediately, and it's not even because they just don't know how to have dialogue. They
Mm-hmm.
don't know how to. go, well, this is this or this. They don't know. So for me, I'm just always okay with trying to have a safe space for a person to be able to at least try to get it out. So I'm okay with the hard conversations. It's most times other people who have a hard time taking a
The
hard
con-
conversation or being in a hard conversation. They don't know how to be.
Mm-hmm.
So
I'm
I
one of them.
feel like overall, that's my space. I try to, because I can let something build up and it is not gonna come out. It ain't gonna be pretty. So I just rather
It's
go ahead
not. That's why I
and
be trying
talk
not to let
about
it
it
pile
or get
up.
it out
Cause
in the feeling of the moment. Because if it festers on me and I keep letting it build up oftentimes, and I'm human too, and I sometimes it come out in the moments it wasn't even meant to come out in this moment, but this the
that
moment that my body reacted to it and said, you know what, you getting it right now in this moment.
Yep,
absolutely.
yep.
And it's that holding on or trying not to spaz out kind of thing that I feel
Yes.
like makes being in survival mode harder.
Hmm. Talk about it.
Like, so I'm already over here stressing over the things that I can't actively do, but you want to disrespect me too?
Right.
Right.
And you think I'm not gonna say nothing?
Right.
All
Listen,
right, cool,
Yeah.
cool,
That
cool. Because that's all you can say sometimes. All right, cool. And
or
then spaz out later.
I'll be like, look, your best bet is to leave me alone. Let me chill. I said, because you know how my mouth is built. There's no filter. So your best bet is to walk away. And when they don't walk away, then it's like, bloop, 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 bloop. And then I'll be looking at them like, I warned you. So now you got what you got.
Yep.
And I don't feel no type of way because I told you to walk away. It is what it is. And I'll be like, it is what it is. And it can't be what it ain't. I
Yeah.
feel better. I don't know about you.
but here's
Hey,
my thing. Here's my
check.
thing. Y'all taking your energy back. So what forces y'all to actually spaz on somebody? If y'all already kind of disconnected from the
So
problem.
sometimes that is what taking your power back. Not necessarily your energy, but your power back looks like letting the motherfucker know where they had you fucked up at.
That
Um,
part. Because it's
Because
like,
sometimes people will
you.
continue to push you to your limit until you spaz out.
no,
That
okay.
part. They'll keep pushing.
Because they think that this is one of the biggest things that I have learned in this season is that people think that you are supposed to endure.
And that
Mm.
I don't have to endure you or the things that you add onto my plate or into my life or any of that. I don't have to endure it,
I choose to.
especially when it is not adding anything of value to my
No
life.
value.
Right, right.
So the fact that you continue to add this stuff to me, or the fact that you continue to disrespect, disregard, or be inconsiderate about the spaces that I'm in, and currently, okay, let's course correct real quick. Let's course correct. We're gonna fix the direction that we were going in, because if we keep going down that path, it's gonna get ugly. So we gotta course correct. Now you gotta spaz out. Or you got to force people into a corner of having a tough conversation that they may not have wanted to have. But at this point,
No
you don't
choice.
have a choice.
Right.
But that's why people avoid conversations. They avoid the tough ones, they avoid the real ones, they avoid the ones that make them see themselves. And it's
Yes.
only so much of that you can do.
Yep.
You can't do that all through life.
No,
Right.
no.
Geo Moses, what does it feel like on your end when you are
Back
in that
and
trauma response?
I walk away. I really don't even deal with it. I don't.
Okay.
I just at this point, like I feel like I got too much to lose, and I'm so
Mm.
focused on just being there for my son. That
Mhm.
I'm, I'm just gonna
You
walk.
just like, nope.
Nope, nah, I can't. The old me used to like. I'm not gonna lie. I'm just now recently. Every day, I feel like I had to learn how to control my emotions.
It's a
Um,
real fight.
I'm a person. I'm a person. I don't know how to like. My emotions really get the best of me at times. So due to the fact like I don't know how to. I'll just be like, screw it. I
But do you know that's part of survival mode is
I
emotional
know
adjustment?
that's my thing. I do know that, but at the end
Okay.
at the end of the day, my survival mode, I've put the precedent of like, listen, my son is my priority and nothing else matters. So that's how I get through it.
Respect.
Mm.
I give my son the power. He's my light. Whatever happens, as long as he's good, I'm all right. So that's where I'm at with it now. There's nothing else that I really need to value more than I've lost so much that I don't care no more.
Mm.
So I've given the power to something that I know that I need that power to be given to, and that's where I relinquish it at. Nothing else matters.
Mm.
Mm,
So if that's survival mode for me, that's survival mode for me because I've given it. That's it.
mm. That's real.
That
I think
makes sense.
wow, that's deep. I honestly I commend you, Moses, Sir Moses, because it's like as somebody who doesn't have any kids, sometimes I be ready to fight. It-
Bro, bro, bro,
you
let
know,
me tell you something. I'm so triggered. All right. I'm not even gonna tell nobody this. My cousin recently came to my house and picked up all my guns.
Mm.
I was on go. He was like, "You don't need this. I got you. I'll talk to you later." So it's just for the simple fact of he was protecting me too, because like like so like I said, I cannot control my emotions too well because I don't know how to articulate my emotions well enough. I I go to I'm not in therapy all
Continuously.
the time. Yeah, continuously. So when I'm in therapy, I'm in therapy. I'm cool. But when I'm not, I'm not. And so I had like I remember my last session, he just said, like, for real, like pick something that you know that you and I just gave that I relinquished that power over to my son. That's
Mm.
my life. That's it. I don't need to worry about nothing else. Um people like if people like like I hear all you guys and I'm like, damn, that's a lot. That's a lot. That's a lot. That's a lot of things like I like would you the way you guys break it down. I'm envious of you guys because y'all got the mind power to go through it. Me, I don't. I don't have the energy.
Sometimes it's
I
not a choice.
appreciate that you know that about yourself.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
That's
I
that
so important.
don't have the
that's
energy.
that's powerful though, because you know that about yourself. You
Yeah.
can do that. That's very powerful.
I don't have the
Yeah.
energy. Like um, one person. Like I'm gonna say this right now. Like I miss talking to Leo, but I know what Leo's going through, so I don't like dumping on her, and I can't dump on her, so I stay away.
So
But
this is a thing.
Leo used to be. Stop it.
Go ahead.
Leo
Go
used to
ahead.
be.
No, because I have something to say to that.
Leo
But
used
go
to
ahead.
be.
I'm gonna let you finish.
Yeah, Leo used to be like the person I could relinquish, and she'd be like, Moses, do this, do this, do this, and like calm me down a little bit. But I'm the type of person when I know somebody's going through what they're going through. If I can't be of an assistance to that, I'm not going to add on to that burden. I'm pretty sure if somebody's gonna say, "Oh, that's kind of messed up because that's your friend," but no, exactly, that's my friend. I can't help her out where I need to help her out at. So what's the point of me adding on to it, like giving her more things to think about on my behalf? Because honestly,
Okay, so let me say this. A lot of those conversations help me. They don't just help you. Like the conversations that we have aren't just about you or for you. So it does, you can leave it on. So
These life conversations.
it does feel a way because the conversation isn't just for you. A lot of times in those conversations that we have, we both get to let our shit off. We both get to unburden ourselves, but with all of the things that we've kept to ourselves in that time frame. We both get to at least ease up on ourselves because we get to do reflection with each other.
Mm.
Because there are things that you see in me that I might not see, or things that I might need to hear that I don't get to hear from anybody else, and vice versa. And so that's why I say all the time that a lot of us go through things and we ruin the blessings or the possibilities because we feel like we are burdening other people. You don't burden, or you don't get to determine if you're a burden to somebody else. You get to show up
Mm,
and they get to tell you if you're a burden.
I like that,
Because you don't
Leo.
get to determine how much I'm able to carry.
But
Right.
okay, with you, okay, I could vibe with you saying that, but at the same time, so I feel like at some point it becomes kind of selfish. And like I said, I know what you're going through. And the point of a friendship is to one, try to ease that person's issue, or try to aid. If you know you're not mentally capable of aiding that person right now, I feel like, and that's just me. I just feel like I
I
need
get
to,
it.
let them figure it out. And when you're prepared, you'll step in. And that's just being the man that I am.
I get that. But
And
that also puts a wedge sometimes in the friendship
Between it,
because
yeah.
there is no communication or there is no understanding of that. Like, I don't give a damn. You're my friend. Come to me. Let's
Right.
talk. Let's chop it up. Let's have a session. Let's figure out all of our problems together. And even if we walk away and don't figure out nothing, we probably had a nice little kiki. We had little a little gossip session. We little talked about some random shit that we needed to get off, or just some random revelations in the midst of that conversation. That's why I tell people it is not your business to determine what I'm able to carry. That's not for
Yeah.
you. If I am not in a space where I can communicate or talk to you or be able to deal with the conversation that we may be having, that is for me to voice that I don't have the capacity for this.
Right.
Not for you to determine my capacity, because that's the space that I've been in, trying to understand that, hey, it's okay for you to reach out and ask. It's okay for you to reach out and say, what's going on? Let's talk. Let's chop it up. Let's this, that, and the third, or whatever. But also, I have been in a space of isolation because I'm trying to figure out a lot. I'm
Mm.
trying to figure out a lot, but that don't mean I don't want to be reached out to. That don't mean I don't want to be connected with or connect with people that I give a fuck about.
That's true.
I know that I've been isolating because I'm like, okay, let's take a look under the hood. You know what I'm saying? Let's sort through some things. But that don't mean that I still don't reach out or still don't connect. Like, I text you and was like, I told you the other day that I text you the other day because you was on my brain. And those are the things, like, okay, just because I'm in a certain headspace don't mean that I don't make room for the people that I love, for the people that I fuck with, the people that I care about. And that's not to say that I'm not available, but in all honesty, that's what helps me to regulate my people. When I don't talk to my people, or I'm not around people that I love, or I don't hear from people that I love, and I'm like, okay, let me check in, let me do this, let me do that. But that's partially why I said a lot about me being a loner, because I've had to have hard conversations about people not showing up in those friendships. I'm not in the space for one-sided shit no more. And I've recognized when I stop reaching, I don't hear from people because I'm the one. I'm gonna reach out. I'm gonna text. I'm gonna call. I'm gonna pull up. I'm gonna do all the things. But when I stop doing all the things, I've noticed that there is no reach out, no pull up, no connection, no nothing. And I just stopped participating in those things. And so when I stop participating, I don't hear from people, or there is no conversation, there is no connection, there is no communication. And then it's just like, oh, well, I've been dealing with so much and I just had so much life going on.
It could get kind of, like I said,
But I did too when I was
I think
homeless, and I was still calling and checking in and
I
seeing,
think I think I think
you know,
the lines get screwed. Like the lines get kind of blurry, and people start peopling. And I know for me, for a fact, I definitely I shut down.
yeah, I ain't mad at you for how you operate.
Yeah, I know
I
I
just
shut
want to
down.
make it clear
Yeah,
that,
Right.
you know what I'm saying? I just want to make it clear that my capacity, one thing that I've recognized about myself is that my capacity for people in general is a whole lot different than most people.
I agree with that.
That's just, and
I
that's
agree.
part of,
That's your gift. That's
yeah,
part of the
that's
gift
part
that
of my
you can
gift. That's
give.
part of who I am. That's
Yeah.
part of my DNA. That's part of my upbringing. My capacity for people is totally different than a lot of folks. And so because I recognize that, I know how to shape shift through through a lot of different things, even when my shit over here raggedy.
Yeah.
But even in my stuff being raggedy or me dealing with all of my things, the gift in all of that is saying I see other people still. I'm not blind because I'm dealing with shit. I don't go blind and be like, oh, I don't know what other people are going through. Yes, the fuck I do. That's what that's part of why I still show up. Because people act like they go blind and can't see that other people are dealing with stuff. But no, I don't go blind. That's when my eyes are open even more because I can see what you're dealing with. I can show up in different capacities. So
Yeah.
I fully understand that. But I also hate the fact that people take advantage of that. People take advantage of the fact that they know that I'm going to show up 10 toes down no matter what
And you know the funny
until I
thing,
start pulling their
just hearing
energy
you
down.
say that, that's my thing too. I just don't ever. I don't feel like just being that person sometimes. Like I don't ever want people to think that I'm just, that's like,
If I ever felt like you were that person, I would tell you.
She would
mm,
say it. Yeah.
yeah. I just,
And I
like I
learned
said,
too.
I be
Uh,
random with my check-ins. I check in with, but I know it's apart, but I'm random, and I don't know. I think, like I said, I'm low key ADHD because I think one week I'll hit Dewana up, the 2 weeks later I hit Regina up, and then a month down the line I hit Leo. It's very, and I'll just be anywhere doing it too. Like I'll wake up and just do it and be like, "Yo, you good?" And it'll be
mm,
like, and Dewana will hit me up 2 days later, and
don't
Regina,
do that. Don't do that.
yeah, no, I'm calling it out. Only person I needed to, I'm mad. She said she texted me the other day was Leo, and I was like, "You did?" Because my phone been acting glitchy. But Regina, the same thing. Regina, I'll be like, "Yo, I randomly be missing you guys," but I'll be like, "Let me check it every now and again." Like Leo's text, like Leo has her own ringtone, so that's why it's kind of weird.
Oh,
Leo got her own, she has her own ringtone for everything, so that's why her telling
oh.
me, I was like, it was kind of weird for me. But Regina, like I'll hit Regina up, Dewana up. I'll be like, "Yo, you good?" Because I know Dewana goes, she hits the highway. I'll be like,
Yeah.
so I'll be like, "Yo, you
That
good? And
be. Whew.
please let me know when you get home." And she'll be like, she'll say yeah, but she won't. Um,
She won't.
she won't. Um,
And
and
it's and the sad thing
And
is
she don't even
like
tell us
I
where she
have
going.
yeah,
I have
exactly.
every intention, but
And
as
then the
soon
one,
as I hit my feet to the pavement, that I start getting pulled in so many directions. Like sometimes I enjoy when I could retreat, and I know I could do better. That's why I like when people call me
Listen,
out
as
on the
long as
like,
I see you
step it
online,
up,
I
do
know you
better,
good,
and
so
I be
I don't be
like,
pressed.
baby, it's almost a 24-hour process to get from Chicago to Fayetteville as far as before I even get to breathe.
And even and like one of the other things that I've been enjoying too is reconnecting with people. Like
Mm.
like I fully understand. That's why I said like Dewana, when I see you online, I'm like, oh, she good. Because I know you be on the highway, but if I see you posting, I'm like, okay, well, she's somewhere safe.
Yeah.
At least I know she's somewhere safe, and I ain't got to worry about her overall
I gotta start doing the
well
all
being.
call like I made it, everybody.
Yeah, that's why I be
Because
like, okay,
several
I ain't got to
people
worry about
say
her
my
well being.
sisters, everybody. The only difference is they have my location.
That's what I'm about to say. You finna start sharing the location.
I'ma
I
have
need,
to. I'ma have. That's the
cause
only thing that keep them from down my throat. Where they at least say, because sometimes I'll go in the door and I'll go to sleep,
yeah, cause
and so they be
I
like,
check
"I
some
saw you
locations real
made it.
quick.
I saw
I
you
see too
made it."
many ambulances or hear too many sirens. I'm checking
Listen,
locations.
I'm gonna have to share it. I'm gonna have to because that is genuinely one of the ways. Like my mom, them, that's how she'll call me and be like, "I saw you made it, but I knew it was 1 o'clock in the morning or something like that." And she'd be like, "As long as I saw my baby made it, I was
Hmm.
able to go to sleep."
Yeah, but
She'll try not to
even in
bother
this
me.
whole survival mode and thriving mode, transition, I've been enjoying reconnecting. Like I said, reconnecting with Gio. Like the conversations we've been having have been like, okay, so I ain't crazy.
Oh, man.
Okay, so this is a creative thing across the board.
Across
Okay,
the board.
but that's the
Listen,
part about community and communication,
Yeah,
because then we don't feel as isolated. We don't feel as alone as we're
very
dealing with
true.
the stuff we're dealing with. Like we don't feel so alone. We don't feel like everybody is thriving and striving and doing well, and we over here the only person that's living a fucked up life. We recognize that everybody else is kind of tapping in and trying to navigate these funky spaces too, which is why I be like, I tell people all the time, y'all can call me whenever. And I think people automatically believe that I'm so busy that I don't have time. And I'd be like, no, call me, text me, reach out, do whatever, say whatever, blah, 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 da, da, da. And so I just be like, I'm always available to the people that I love. If I fucks with you, free reign.
listen.
Right. No, that's true. I think sometimes we got to come out of that putting our habits, even sometimes the way we think and process things on other people, that
Mm-hmm.
they process things or that's their habits as well. Because even like the conversation with you and Moses, when my brother got murdered in 24, like I shut down. I couldn't talk to anybody. Like I I could not process what happened.
Mm-hmm.
Like it took me a minute. But then when my best friend lost her mom, she fussed at me like, "You don't call me enough." And I was like, "Well, I thought that's how people grieve, because that's what I went. That's how I processed it." And
Mm-hmm.
she was like, "No, I be needing to talk. I be needing to talk about her. I be needing to get it out." And I was like, "You know what? You damn right. I can't assume that that's how you processed your grief, because I process my grief differently."
Mm-hmm.
So that notion of people, you can't assume a person thinks like you.
Yep.
Right, right.
Cause like even as I'm dealing with my stuff, like that's the thing that I want to do. I want to talk. Help me get out of my head. Help
Yeah.
help me process this 9,372 thoughts and ideas. Like ideas galore. Cause I could be over here crying in the corner, rocking and calling on the Lord, and He will still drop an idea like here, and I'll be like, hey, 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 don't can't you see I'm crying? And then it'd be another idea. Soon as right in the midst of crying. And then when I'm done crying, it be another idea. And I'll be over here, my fingers be going. And I'll be like, no, I wish somebody would call me. I want to talk. I am a talker by nature. Oh my God. And the fact that I be isolated so much, and then we haven't been doing the show. We didn't do the show for months. Do y'all know how backed up I am with words?
Mm.
Listen,
Like, do y'all know how many words is backed up? Because it's a for real thing. But I absolutely want my people to know. Hey Simbaza. I absolutely want my people to know. Like, y'all can holler at me anytime. And most of the time now, I be up until Dawn's crack is showing. So I just be up. And then that's the other part. I don't have people to talk to in the wee hours of the morning. So I really just be over here with my own thoughts.
listen. Look. I'm gonna go ahead and say this. Ever since I left that job, 3 o'clock in the morning is like my 2 o'clock in the afternoon. I be
Mm.
to hours. I don't have no alarm clock no more. And it's like time. This concept of time is not real. Becomes real when you don't have to abide by it. You know what I'm saying? Like we don't have like a set schedule, and you kind of can just live life on your own biological clock. Time becomes like a thing that just doesn't really exist. And
No,
so
because
even just hearing the conversation now, like stepping out of a track that you thought was thriving. Like for me, I thought I was thriving. I was making damn good money. Didn't really have no cares or worries in the world, but on the inside was slowly deteriorating. My
Yeah.
peace, my mental clarity was slowly fleeting away. And so it got to a point where I said, am I going to continue to choose this stability and financial stability? Am I going to continue to choose that over my own well being, over my own self, over my own thoughts, over my own feelings? And it got to a point to where once I stepped away, it was like, oh, okay. Now I'm back realizing I do have a community. I do have people I can call. I do have a village I can rely on because for me, being in that job was to me like survival mode because it consumed so much of me. Now that I remove myself from that, I'm able to connect to be able to sit and do a live show on a Tuesday afternoon. Because had I been at work today, there's no way. I've been falling asleep. But it's like, when you start to, well, for me, now that I started to choose what I want to do every single day, the peace, the clarity, the people, the connections. I hear things differently. I see things differently. And it's a process. It's a process. I'm only about 3 weeks in, y'all. So let's hope the prayers keep working because they say prayer without
they
action
gonna
is
keep fighting.
it's just noise. Because every day I get up, I set my intentions for the day, and I go about following those steps and doing the things that I said I wanted to do. And sometimes it's harder than others. Some days like today's, it's pretty easy, pretty chill. So,
Yeah.
take each day one day at a time as it comes.
Yeah.
And you just said something about um connection and community in all of that. Like you can hear better. You got a lot more
Mm.
clarity. And I think that's the part, because like even like what Moses was saying and all of that, like we forget that community is sharing the load. Like
Yeah.
it's not always, and I think a lot of times people hear sharing the load and they always think it's a financial load,
And
or it's not.
it's
Like
not.
sometimes I just need somebody to talk to,
That part.
because community is also about relationships, intimacy,
Hmm.
um collaboration, understanding. Like all of those things
Absolutely.
are the layers of helping each other. It's not always financial. Now,
Mhm.
a lot of us do need the financial right now, because I mean 600,000 black women didn't got laid off. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of us are in the space of needing the financial, but also we do need the connection, because I know somebody that knows somebody that knows somebody that'll be able to help me get a job. Or I know somebody that knows somebody that'll help me be able to do a little admin work or do a little bit of this. You know what I'm saying? And so we forget that community is about the unity.
Yeah.
Community is about the coming together. Community is about the oneness of it all. The not just passing out money. It's like now sometimes I just want to say the shit that be happening up here because the random thoughts, and then they end up being posted because
Because you gotta come out. That's the
they
thing
got to
about
come
it.
out.
It's gonna come out.
But then also, I fully understand why people do it. I fully understand why people choose to just post the things that they think and then let the cards fall where they may.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it's like, ain't nobody listening or reading this shit no way. Let me just post it. But then when you're in those moments, then that's when everybody want to see it. But y'all didn't see the 900 flyers I just posted about my merch or about my podcast or about looking for team members. Y'all didn't see all of that. Y'all saw my random outbursts. And that's what
They
y'all
definitely saw
respond
that.
to.
It's
Like,
heavy. It's literally heavy.
That's how it
y'all didn't
be.
see none of my
No, that
flyers,
is
but
how
y'all
it
saw
be.
my seductive photo in my story.
That's
That's how
how
the
it be.
algorithm designed. That's how it's designed. 'Cause, like I know, I want to speak on that for a second because here lately, I don't think twice about when I want to post something. Like if I get the slightest urge to post something, I'm gonna post that shit immediately. Whether it's on Threads, whether it's a TikTok, whether it's an Instagram story, whether it's some random shit I'm putting on YouTube, because for so long for me, I've been an overthinker. I like to analyze shit. I like to make sure that it's perfect. Or oh, if I post this, who gonna see this? Who gonna say this? Are they gonna share this? Are they gonna talk about me? Or oh my god, if I post this gonna come back 5 years. Now I don't give a damn. I don't give a fuck. If I
And I
want to,
bet that's such a good space.
because I feel like also it's allowed me to really be more of my authentic self
That's
versus
true.
trying to be this curated person online. You know what I'm saying? And
Mhm.
Mhm.
also bled over into like the physical realm of my actual life. Like when I go outside, like I'm just me.
Mhm.
If you happen to see a side of me that I don't normally show all the time, then more power to you. Congratulations. Go tell the world that you saw a part of me that I don't really show because it's still a part of me. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just learning just to be comfortable with just any and all aspects of me, the good, the bad, the ugly, the indifferent. And now that I don't really have this weight of keeping a good image up, baby. You seen what you
Yeah.
saw. I posted what I posted. I said what I said. You know what I'm saying? It is
and
what it is at this point.
and I
Mhm.
can definitely say that about Threads. Like Threads is the place to just say it all.
Listen, get it off your chest for real.
Cause the other day I did, and it was so many people that resonated with that thought that it's like, okay, maybe I need to start saying more of these things because this is what I think about on a regular basis.
Yeah.
I just don't never post it or never really make videos or never really say anything about it. But the reality is that people is really feeling the same way. Like the post is about the dating scene. Like I am in a space. I'm 41. I'll be 42 in August. And I'm honestly tired of the idea that you have to be a certain way. Baby, I am feral. And and it's a lot more people that's out here that's like like
Listen.
it's a for real thing. So many people. And I've talked about like I want the intimacy. I want to feel pretty, but also I want to be slutted out. I want to be slugged out and then kissed on my forehead while you go on about your day. Bring me some flowers and a little dinner, and then come back and put a dress on the bed and tell me to be ready by 8. Like, I want to take my brain off, but I also want to flourish in the fullness of who I am with somebody. But I think so many people have gotten so used to the pee in the pool that they start pissing in it too.
Yeah.
Or they actually become the piss in the pool. Like, they're not even peeing in it. They are the piss in the pool. But there are so I said all of that to say that actively navigating to that space has been a struggle for me. To that, just let it go, let the cards fall where they may. Because I've spent so much time people pleasing and trying to navigate outside of that. And outside of the, because everybody know if it's one thing Leo gonna do, she gonna cuss. I don't care where I'm at, I'm gonna cuss. But it's the fully letting it letting go, fully letting go and seeing what happens. Because I have learned that I got some control issues. And not in the way that I want to control other people, but it's more so that I'm trying to control the narrative of things.
The narrative.
Yep.
And that has not led me to anything really, controlling the narrative of what? Who is this audience? And I saw a video that asked that, like, who is this audience that you are trying to, like, please? Who are these people? And I was like, first of all, I don't even know you. So get out my business. But secondly, you're right. And so I think just even navigating that in the midst of survival mode and doing the things that are holding us back and doing the things that's keeping us scared is what's actually going to help us to not be in survival mode.
That's it right there. You got to step out and step outside your comfort zone
Yeah.
to really start to thrive, because I feel like honestly, survival mode is being in a space of where things are comfortable.
Yep.
I feel like that's a part of it, because when you're in survival mode, you're not really doing things outside of your basic necessities, taking care of yourself, and providing what's necessary for survival. Versus when you're thriving and you're moving outside of survival mode, you're able to think about things other than how am I going to pay this bill? How am I going to put food on the table? You're able to actually think past just your survival. And so for me, keep it 100. It requires a little bit of delusion in 2026.
Listen,
It requires a certain level of delusion. Because, like, for me to be over here, like, no job, no nothing, I'm like, you know what? We're not going to think about them bills today. I got a show tonight. I'm not going to think about that. I'm not going to worry about this 1-800 number, knowing I know who this 1-800 number is calling me.
listen.
But today I'm gonna ignore it again, and we're gonna try again tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? So I think that there's a certain, like, there's a delicate dance you have to play in order to maintain your sanity in the midst of the era that we're living in. And for me, I play it very well. Don't ever get it twisted. Some days I be over here laid up in the fetal position, crying my eyes out. But when I show up, and I show up without a mask, whether that's me being overly happy, overly angry, sad, whatever. And if I don't want to show up, I'm not showing up today. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it kind of makes me think about what we were talking about a little bit earlier with the fight or flight, or what's the other two you just introduced me to?
Freeze or fawn.
Freeze or fawn. It's like, for me, like, even going back to that, like, I've done it all. I said, fuck it, I'm out of here. I froze up sometimes. I've been a people pleaser trying to make things better. So I think that being able to adjust to all of that is natural. It's part of our humanity. But for me, it's also about not beating myself up for fleeing or for freezing. You know what I'm saying? It's about in that moment,
Yeah.
I chose to get the fuck up out of there. So I had to get up out of there. You know what I'm saying? 6 months down the line, you should be like, man, you should have froze your motherfucking ass. You should have stayed still.
Yeah.
But you know, it is what it is. 6 months from now, it's gonna come when it come, and when I get there, it's gonna be what it is. But I think that being able to accept all facets of this thing called life, the good, the bad, the ugly, and trying to find a healthy balance somewhere in the middle, in the midst of it all. That's really where I'm at now. Just finding that happy medium, that balance, because I feel like every day we're on thin ice with a slippery slope and some shit that we don't even fucking know is coming. So
Very
That we ain't
true.
even got nothing to do with it. That ain't got
hey,
nothing to
Not
do
a
with us.
thing.
nothing to do with, and it got nothing to do with us. Okay.
Not not a thing. But I love that. I love being able to hear, you know, the just the level of the ability to be able to process. Like, because you are correct. We can't beat ourselves up about what we can do is take the lesson.
Right.
I really, my mama used to always say, you can't cry over spoiled milk. And I'm just like, it's just so true. Like, what is the lesson in it? I can pout a little bit. I mean, I'm human, but I gotta also be able to find what I needed to learn from this. What do I need
Mm-hmm.
to take from this? Because what has happened has happened,
Yeah.
So I love that.
That's
Yeah.
true. That's true. But it's also the fact that you're learning about yourself. And
Yeah.
at the end of the day, you're learning that what you can and can't do. And also that you're learning to push past your limits. And that's the most important thing. You're not limiting yourself. You're not, you know that, hey, I'm here. But hey, 6 months ago I was here, but
Yeah.
now I'm here. And you realize, okay, I should have did this 6 months ago, but hey, I'm moving forward. And now I don't wear this mask anymore. I'm giving you truly who I am. And
Mm-hmm.
that is like the greatest growth you can give to yourself, because now you took that mask off. You like, hey, I'm taking this mask off. This is me. You getting the good, you getting the bad, you getting the ugly, you getting all of it. But this is me. And so you giving yourself credit because now you representing yourself, your
Mm-hmm.
true self. And so they're gonna love you or they're gonna hate you. And at this point, I don't give a damn what you think about me,
Okay.
because
Listen.
it's growth. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
where it's getting to at this point. Like, I really don't even care no
I
more.
don't
Like, I be
care no more.
trying. I
I
be
don't
trying to
care.
care. But I
But I
think that's part of
don't.
the problem.
No. Because I've worked
I'm
so
wishing.
hard to get to the person that I am. And it's like, I've cried. I didn't
Yes.
argue with myself and be like, okay, I'm going to be this person because they want me to be this person, or I've did this and I've did that. But then it's like, screw it all. I am who I am. And I've
Yes.
went through so much and I've fought so hard just to be who I am today. And it's like, fuck it, I'm gonna be genuinely Gina Marie, and I'm gonna be so unapologetic about who I am. I don't give a damn if you like me, if you don't like me. I'm me, and I'm
Yep.
standing 10 toes down on who I am, and it's just who
On
I
me. That part. Yep.
Nah,
am.
for real. On me.
Baby, all
No.
day, every day, gangster boo.
Important.
That's
On
what
me.
Self-reflection
me,
is so, so important. It's just,
But
baby, on
you
me.
can't be
that's
nowhere without
it.
it.
That's absolutely it. And I think, like I said, I be trying to care. And I think caring sometimes is the problem because, you know, but also unlearning is part of the process too.
Mm.
Unlearning is part of the process
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that
because
right there,
a
Leo.
lot of times we be trying to show up as our authentic self, but what we've learned or how we've been conditioned keeps us in that little, we be like, oh,
Keep us like
I
this.
mean,
Now I know.
I mean, but wait,
Like
Yeah,
I wanna expose this, but maybe not.
Yes. And
yes.
that's the space I'm in because there have been so many revelations in this last 6 months. I'm like, how do I talk about all of this without telling all of my goddamn business? How do I say the things without saying the things, you know? But I think that's the part is say the things.
Yeah.
Let
Yes.
it fall where it may. And if
Right.
you
Yep.
need to figure out other parts of that, then you can say those things too. But
Yes.
above all of that, I recognize who I am. I
Hmm.
recognize that I am not just this or that. I am this, that, this over here, and that too.
Yes, ma'am.
And I think so many times that we try to get people to pick a lane that we can't even fathom people being so many things. But I
Multifaceted.
have built my brand on being so many things.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'm an author, I'm a host, I'm an artist. I do spoken word, I host podcasts, I do so many things that I am in all that I am a multi hyphenate. I embrace it, but I also hesitate with communicating that I'm a multi hyphenate because people always be like, oh, well, you got to pick one lane.
No, you
No,
don't.
you got to pick one lane,
Pick
not
one
me, ho.
lane, okay?
Don't
not,
limit me,
not me.
baby. Don't limit me.
Box me in.
No, do not.
That. And even in how we show up in spaces. Yes, I am a whimsical black woman, full spirited. I'm an empath, but I'm also a woman who understands who she is sexually, mentally, spiritually, and all of those things. I understand where I need my work or where I have done so much work that sometimes we overwork the work.
Yes.
Yes,
Hmm.
We be
Yes.
over here
absolutely.
doing so much damn work that we didn't did too much work. Like, hold on,
Yep.
bring it back a little bit.
Yep.
And
Yeah.
Yep.
so all of these spaces that we navigate in, we are so busy trying to put a muzzle on ourselves and be like, okay, I can't say that. I can't. Or, how we show up. No. Cause I don't want like even my nephews. I don't want to be around my nephews and them not know who I am.
True.
I don't want to be around. I don't want them to navigate in life trying to garner or police themselves so heavily. Don't police yourself. I laugh all the time because one of my nephews, he loves to hear us cussing and he giggles and he like, and I laugh about it because I be like, you be cussing.
He be cussing.
And he
My
be like,
son is a
no.
cursor.
But but I think it's the funniest thing because I'm like, hey, you might not be
Leo,
doing it, but
you
you like hearing
can't
it,
get
and I
it
like
out
hearing
of
it
him.
too. I
Mm.
love hearing somebody put together a combination
Listen,
of cuss words.
listen. He come from a family of cursors, honey, and he 11, and sometimes he'll whisper to me and ask me, "Mom, can I say a bad word?" And I'm like, he just, but I talked to him about it. I don't think it's not funny. It's not a thing, but it is at 11 years old. If you like to curse, that's who you are. I didn't do that. Curse, you know? As soon as he
Because they
gets to
might
the
not
age
say
where he
it, but
can
they
curse,
probably
he's
be
gonna
thinking
do
it. This bitch.
it. Like,
Man,
and his favorite curse
already,
word is
I
fuck.
was just like a sailor at 11. Okay.
Yeah.
Listen,
And
he come from and I'm not I don't curse a lot. So that's what let me know like it's just in him. It's in him and he will curse you and I have to tell him don't be at school cursing them at them kids. Cause that's I don't get too many messages from the teacher when I do it always involve cursing. I be like, stop going to that school cursing at them doggone kids.
Mm-hmm.
But I think the biggest thing is that when you have a big spirit or you have big energy or you have like a big personality, people don't know how to receive that.
Yeah.
Like I've gotten told on so many occasions that people thought I was fake or that I was faking this energy. I'm like, do you know how exhausting that would be to fake this kind of energy on a regular basis, my nigga?
They don't
They
know who they are.
they want to dumb you down, baby. That's what that is.
Yeah.
Because
I said, you thought I was fake, but you always want to be around me. So how you what does that say about you?
Steal your energy. Steal
because
your vibe.
they feel it. They feel it.
So I'm like, there's no way on God's green earth that anybody can fake this energy. I swear to you not. Like, if you've actively been around me on a consistent basis, there's no way.
Mm.
Now,
Mm-mm.
if somebody's out there faking that kind of energy, bless your ministry and your spirit, because it's gonna catch up with you
Listen,
eventually.
Oh,
Because
baby.
you can't maintain that.
No. No.
yeah.
But
I ain't in the business of trying to please everybody. So that's why I'm able to 100% be myself because I ain't in the business to try to please everybody around me anyway.
No.
mm-hmm. And that's the part I feel like when it comes down to like how we show up in the world and all of the things that we've navigated and doing and how we're showing up and how we're connecting and even doing this show. Like doing this show is part of us living in our truth. It gives us the stage to be able to tell our story, to talk about the things that we're dealing with or going through, but it also gives other people the opportunity to be seen.
Yeah.
True.
The whole reason that I even started PGC was because I needed a place to tell my stories.
Mm.
Yeah.
But then along the way, I recognized that there were other people who needed to be heard, but
Right.
didn't have a platform or didn't want to start a platform. They just wanted to be heard, or the stories needed to be told, whether they were good, bad, indifferent, or ugly. People need to be heard.
Facts.
And we so often in this society be trying to shut people up, sweep stuff under the rug. Like, no, let motherfuckers say what they need to say.
Yes.
Because you cannot heal what you don't reveal.
That's true.
Woo!
You cannot heal it. If
Clock
you
it.
are not talking about the things that you've dealt with, you can't heal it. You can't talk about. That's why I talked about my homelessness and talked about all of the shit that I dealt with and been through and all of those kind of things. But there are so many more layers that I have not even began to tap. And I'm like, let me go ahead and get this mic ready so I can start talking.
Listen.
Because
You never know who you can help along the way.
yeah,
You
yeah.
don't. That's
Because
why it's your that's why our testimonies are meant to be
it
told.
is meant to be told, and then
It's meant to be told. It is not meant
tell it,
for us to keep it to ourselves.
when you keep it to yourself, it builds. It's almost like it's a searing fester that grows within you,
Mm-hmm.
and it grows within your family because it's like a hidden secret. If you
Mm.
don't need that, you need to get it out,
Mm-hmm.
expose it, release it. It's better for you. But yeah, baby, tell your
Oh,
truth.
Leo,
Get it
that's a
out.
topic we need to talk about too. Generational curses.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, yes, yes,
Yes, I'm here for
yes,
that one because
Yep.
yes.
don't get me started on generational curses. Baby.
Ah!
It's
all I,
it's
all I gotta
so
Because
say is
it's
not
so
we
talked
all
about.
up.
prevalent.
We
People
all
run
gonna
from
stop
the
right here,
conversation.
right here. We ain't passing this seat out no more.
Listen.
Mm.
I,
And just creating the spaces for people to talk about their things, but also unlearning, policing myself, unlearning the overthinking about how I present myself because I'm not out here wilding. I'm not out here just doing, I'm not harming or hurting nobody else. These are things that I enjoy.
Right.
And I think we have gotten into a space where we yuck other people's yums so much that people start overthinking the things that they actually like.
Mm-hmm.
because we don't know how other people are going to receive it. Well, I don't want nobody to feel no way about da 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 da. Well, they probably gonna feel some way about it anyway
And
because you out here enjoying life and they don't know how to step outside of the things that they want to do in order to enjoy theirs. So do it anyway.
You
yeah,
can't worry about what other how other
Yep.
people. You have
And that is the thing. Learning to unlearn always worrying about what other people are thinking
you
or
can't
how
do.
other people are going to feel because that's part of people pleasing, and people pleasing is something that is taught.
Yes.
And that's been a thing that I've been unlearning for a long time. That's why I was in therapy so tough because I had to unlearn people pleasing.
Yep. Yep.
And I'm still unlearning it. I'm still trying to navigate through people pleasing. I'm still trying to navigate with no being a complete sentence and running a stricter program about who has access to me and all of those kind of things. Like those are real things that people are navigating regularly on top of all of the other layers.
Yeah.
right.
Yes. Yes.
So it's a lot of things out here. It's a lot. It's a lot, y'all. But give yourself the opportunity to stop overthinking, stop over planning, stop over processing, and also stop doubting your gifts and skills and talents and comparing. Comparison is the thief of all joy. Stop comparing to any and everybody else that got shit going on and stuff that's happening. But also, um, show up. Show up. Be present. Be
Yeah.
present in all that you are and all that you do because you never know who needs your voice, your story, your perspective, your outlook on things because we limit ourselves so much just because we think that perspective is not needed. And that's not the truth.
That's true.
And I've been waiting for you to get back on here because I also wanted to say something to you. I miss our conversations too. So, nigga, I better have some phone calls sooner than later.
Mhm.
Okay.
Like a wounded
Cause,
child.
but that go for the rest of y'all on this screen too.
Why? I would like to know why we're not getting at Dewana, who we get on the freeway and don't be calling nobody, letting her know when she get home. And
We already talked
why
about
don't
that.
We
we
already talked about that.
We
She said
already
no
talked
no
about that.
no why don't
she
we
gonna
get on
tell
Regina? Why don't we get on Regina? That always want to be a nigga all the time. Yeah.
her.
We talked about that on After Dark.
She
Yeah.
always want to be a nigga all the time. Like you be like, how you doing? She be like, I'm chilling, nigga. Like, no, how you doing, nigga? Like, fuck.
Don't get mad because that Reggie shit come out. Don't play with me. It is what it is. It can't be what it ain't, baby. It is
We
what it
already
is.
talked about Regina being
Look
a
at it. She
whimsical
it
real
is what
nigga.
it is. Listen, Uncle Luke, stop it.
Shirts coming soon. Whimsical real nigga shirts coming soon.
Hey, that'll be me.
Real nigga, I like
I'm that real
I
Whimsical
don't
nigga.
got
real
time.
nigga shirts coming
I don't got
soon.
time for all this. Look, I'm a quiet thug. I stay to myself.
Not a
Lord Wolf.
quiet thug. Moses, nothing about you said thug. Shut up.
I'm a quiet thug. Stay to myself. Stay in my corner. You know.
Shut up. But we get ready to get up out of here, y'all. We will be back Friday with PGC After Dark with the Crazy Rich Aunties. Stay tuned for so much more. Gio gonna be in the building with us all month long. He was getting settled in today. You know what I'm saying? But he don't get to be all chill the rest of this month. But we got some really great conversations coming this month.
I'm still in
Um,
snacks. I'm still in snacks. I took Noah snacks.
not you
Not
stealing
you.
no
You eat
snacks.
some goldfish. Hey, them goldfish be fat though.
I tell you.
But Gio will be here with us all month long. So stay tuned.
Gio,
Make sure you tap
Gio.
in with
Yo.
us. And then this Friday on PGC After Dark, we got a special guest, Miss Deanna Washington. Now listen, this is for the ladies who was out here trying to find their husband and become a kept wife. Not just a wife, but a kept wife. And she has the inside scoop. She gonna teach us from some of the things inside of the Kepti Academy, because that's what she calls it. So we gonna tap in and connect with her on Friday on PGC After Dark to learn, what it takes to find men that are looking to be husbands that want to be keepers and providers of kept wives. You know what I'm saying? We always talking about women don't want to be wives, but a lot of us do. So she's gonna lay out the blueprint, and she also got a course coming up. So, and we'll have a special code for those of you all who want to join her course. It takes place on April 16th. So tap in on Friday so you can learn more about it, and then get your special code so you can get that little discount so you can learn how to become a kept wife. Okay?
Okay.
And we got so much more coming from PGC, but we hope y'all stay in tune. Y'all like that? I like that. But anyway, we've been over here working, getting to it, so much behind the scenes and so much more to come. But also make sure y'all tap into our shop.thefatgirlchronicles.com. We got all kind of merch over there. We got cups, we got shirts, we got tote bags, we got blankets, we got duffel bags. We got flask. We got some flask over there just for y'all that want to tuck away your little drink. We got all kind of stuff over there and all kind of stuff to come.
I got weed
Because we building out this brand one thing at a time. We also got some other stuff coming down the line, but I ain't gonna tell y'all about it yet.
We got
I ain't gonna tell y'all, but it's coming. It's in the works. It's a lot of work being done. I promise you, it's a lot of work being done. But stay tuned. Make sure you share the YouTube channel. Follow us on all of the social media platforms, TikTok, Instagram, Threads, all of that. Your girl been doing numbers on Threads, so if y'all find me over there, tap in with me. Make sure you follow all of that good stuff, because it's been a time over there on Threads. I haven't even been on Facebook as much. That lets y'all know that I really like Threads, because I was a Facebook girly down to the socks for a long time. But
I'm gonna tap in.
It's a good time. You meet people, connect with a bunch of people, and that's what I really love about it, that you get to connect with people from all walks of life and people that you might not have had access to on a regular day-to-day. You get to chop it up with them on Threads. So, and also, they don't give a damn about celebrities. They will cuss your ass out real fast and go on about their business.
Okay.
On Threads. Ain't no hierarchy over there, okay? So you'll get cussed out real fast. But check out all the things that PGC has coming. Check out your girlie Rochelle. Make sure you check out Unapologetically Gina Marie. That girl is always doing something and always popping up, doing some things. So check her out. Make sure you check out Gio The PodFather too, because tell them what you got coming, boo.
Well, I have a new podcast coming called the Poppy Plants Podcast, all about persevering with purpose, power, and passion. As you can see, I love the plants to keep a little bit in the background, but I'm also going to be creating a space to have dope conversations that surround always finding the growth and light in every situation, like some plants. So coming real soon. Be on the watch. Look out for that one.
Hey,
Oh, cool.
hey. And then check out D Girl. Y'all don't know, but she gonna be popping out real soon. She got to get settled, but when she settled, she finna be popping out real soon. She stepped into being on this show and on with the aunties, so we are grateful to have her. Can't wait to see more from her. And then none other than Sir Moses. Check out Haitian Boy Images and all of that kind of stuff, and stay tuned for the rebrand, because it's coming. All of that dope
I can't
stuff.
Wait. I done lost a couple pounds for this.
Okay. But also stay tuned, because I have some stuff coming. Not PGC, but Leo. Me. I got stuff coming. I be having to make sure I say that so y'all can separate us sometimes. Because y'all be having me and PGC so intertwined. Y'all would think my name is PGC. But hey, I can't say It'd be so
Leo
intertwined. Oh, what
always
you and
has great
PGC got
things
going? No,
brewing.
I'm talking about just me. Not
I
PGC,
know. I
just
said,
Leo.
Leo, you always got great things brewing.
Yeah, but just me this time, okay? I got good
Yes.
stuff coming. Make sure again on Friday you check out the Crazy Rich Aunties because Gina Marie got a dope ass segment over there, and your girl, yours truly, also has a dope segment that she think about turning into a few other things. So
Mm.
maybe a newsletter, maybe a Substack, maybe a series. Who knows? But we got a couple of other shows lined up and coming down the pipeline. But stay tuned for all the things. We are grateful to have you here. Grateful for y'all tuning in as always. But we finna get up out of this thing. We love y'all. We enjoyed y'all. Whatever you do for the rest of the evening and the rest of the week, y'all. Y'all know what I always say. Don't do it with your half ass. Do it with your whole
Oh,
ass, y'all. We up out this thing. We love y'all
bye.
and good night.
Bye.
You gotta do it with your whole ass.